Hello and happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Michelle Jack here with a little audio for you. This is a different kind of format to sort of what I'm used to posting, but I have a long drive ahead of me and I've got lots of thoughts happening in my brain that I just need to get out. And so I thought, why not just plug the microphone into my phone, hands-free, while I'm driving, and basically chat your ear off. I guess this is like a podcast, but it's not a podcast because I'm just posting it in Facebook or however I end up posting it. Anyway, so yeah, you're listening to Michelle Jack here from Michelle Jack Coaching. And the topic I wanted to share with you today is pretty simple. Be kind. Now, I'm driving at the moment, hands-free, so don't worry, it's all safe. But what I find is how we can be in our cars on the roads in peak hour traffic says a lot about our default setting. What I mean is, are you the type of person who is happy to just cruise along when it's bumper to bumper traffic? You know, if there's someone that wants to come in front, do you let them come in front? Are you a bit chilled out? Or does it get you really stressed out and you want to just try and get ahead as quickly as possible? You sort of yell at people who tend to just cut you off, and you just seem to attract all the people that are pushy and that not paying attention and that are just really crap drivers. So what is your default setting? I know that some days when I have loads of patience, I'll be the first version. I'll just sort of be chilled. And then there are days where I have absolutely zero patience. I've not had a good sleep. And I'll be honest, I'm not a good person to be around in the car. I will rage. I guess that's not a funny thing. But anyway, the reason why, the thing is, regardless of whatever default setting you have, it doesn't affect anybody else. The only person it affects is you. And so in those moments where you can choose to be either chilled and relaxed and go with the flow, or you can choose to be ragey and angry and frustrated. Either way, your choice is then going to affect how your day goes. For instance, if you choose to be ragey, if you choose to be frustrated, the other person actually does not get affected by you being ragey. They're just in their car doing their thing, being, ignorant to your anger. Yet here you are, fuming completely. You've flipped your lid, you've gone nuts, and you've just wound yourself tight like a tight rubber band. And then you've got that energy and you carry that into your day. So you approach work, you approach conversations that you have with other people from this really tense, frustrated sort of mode. Now, I don't need to tell you how that is going to pan out. You're going to have a pretty shocking day. Let's be honest. So, conversely, if you were to act with kindness, if you were to just chill and go with the flow, then instantly it's like water off a duck's back. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. They're not going to affect you. And you're going to continue holding a really high level of emotion. So like a high level of a positive emotion. Like you're going to continue being happy. You're going to continue being relaxed. And then going into your day, you're going to have a far more productive, positive, joyful day if that is your default setting. So it's really easy to use the car analogy, but there are so many other areas of your life where if your default setting is kindness, it pays off in absolute dividends. So one of the limiting beliefs that I used to have was that it's really hard as an adult to make new friends. I used to think that it was really hard. I mean, that's not, and it's a limiting belief because it doesn't serve anybody, and it doesn't help me get more friends, because what you think about is what you bring about. And anyway, when I stopped believing that, and when I started to, just have a default setting of being kind to everybody, no matter how they were acting to me, just be kind, be true to who I was, in that I just want to spread the joy around. What I was finding is that I was starting to attract some really beautiful friendships. So where this played out really beautifully was at my kids' daycare. And when I sort of opened myself up to meeting all of these other parents, and what I noticed is, at the beginning, when I was thinking that it's really, really hard to make friends, I was finding myself amongst some women who were quite cliquey and bitchy and not very welcoming to me, and really made it quite, I felt like I was back in high school, really. And so that's how it started. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be awful if for the whole time that I'm here sending my kids to this daycare, and these are the kind of parents that I'm going to be around, this is going to be awful. Then I decided that my default setting should be kind, and that was really my truth, is that I'm just a kind person, and that I should just be, kind to whoever, and eventually I'll make some friends. What I noticed was a whole other mums came up to me, and I had chats with other mums, and those cliquey bitchy mums ended up drifting off, and I didn't really see them. And it wasn't because I was avoiding them, they just weren't around anymore. And all that was around me were these beautiful women who now we catch up for coffee, we have play dates with our kids. And this morning I was even invited to one of their kids' birthday parties. So I guess the point of the story is, when you set your default setting to kind, the things that you will then start to attract will blow your mind, because it's that vibration of kindness, of love, of joy, of happiness that attracts more of the same. So this is my message for you today, is just, what is your default setting? Remembering that it's a choice that you're making. You're choosing to either be kind or be the opposite. And that's fine. Own your choice, whatever choice you do choose. But know this, that then the consequences of that choice can either make your day the most amazing day, or it can have the opposite effect. It all comes down to your choice, and it all comes down to what kind of results do you want to have at the end of the day. So that's it from me. I hope that today you're making good choices and that you just explore the whole making your default setting kindness, because you'll be super amazed with what comes up for you. All right, I hope you have a fan-bloody-tastic day. It's going to be a beauty, and I'll catch you next time. And look, I'd love to know, did you like this format? Do you like listening to audio? Would you prefer video? What suits you? All right, take it easy, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.